Somebody recently commented on the short that I did of Lonely as the Night intro, and such a cool intro from Billy Squire back in the early 80s, and I always loved it. Always loved Billy Squire until the dancing thing, but even that song was really great. The video, not so much. Anyway, the point of this is I'm going to show you how I learned it by ear and how I tend to play it now, without looking at tab or anything. So I'm going to show you by me playing it and walking you through it, so as to hopefully help you see, to be able to look at another player, like some middle-aged old dude playing some riff on the internet, and be able to look at what their hands are doing and go, oh, I'm like, see what they're doing. They're doing, okay. Makes sense? Of course, I'm in tune, A440, that's my E. I'm gonna spend a lot of time on that because that's lame. So tune your guitar, for crying out loud. Just get your snark out or whatever, your polytune, and tune your guitar. A440, and we'll be in tune together. I start out with this D shape. Middle finger on the G string, 2nd fret. Ring finger on the B string, 3rd fret. See? And I hit the G string and slide up a whole step to the 4th fret. And then it's basically an E up here. And then I pick each, you're doubling that note, that E there. Okay, so we slide up. Then slide back down from the 4. And hit that one more time. This is the quick part. You do a pull off from the 2nd fret to the 1st fret on the G string. You do it twice. So you do this little slide down. It's a slide and then pull off. It's all in one motion, one pick. You pick it once, slide, pull off. Pick, slide, pull off. Then pick, pull off. Pick, pull off. Then just the D string, 2nd fret to E note. Then the low E. And if you could let that ring out when you're going into the next riff, next part of the lick, ideal. So the first part. Okay? Then do the whole thing again. But you end it, instead of doing the, you end it, just pull off that little slide down and hit that again. Hit the A note on the G string, 2nd fret. 2nd fret G string is the A note. Good idea to learn your fretboard. Saw a video where, who was it? Steve Vai was talking about his first lesson with Joe Satriani, and he said, learn the fretboard. And he went home, came back, and he hadn't learned the fretboard. And Joe was like, you're wasting my time. Out of here. No soup for you. I don't know what he said. But anyway, yeah, learn your fretboard. I got a cheat a cheater way of learning that, so that'll help if you want to do that. So we're back to that slide down. So it's that slide down, pull off, then hit 2nd fret G string, which we all know is an A. A, E, E, so E, E, You picking up what I'm putting down? All right. So then, so that's as far as we've gotten. Then we do it again. So once you've got that first lick down, you got this, right? You got this. So you do part of that. The third time through, you do part of that original riff. And here's where it gets fun. So we take the 2nd fret on the A string, which is a B note, hammer on to the 6th with our ring finger, same string, the A string. And then hit that 2nd fret D string, which is an E. Pretty cool. The little pentatonic thing. Then move up to the 4th position with your index finger on the 4th fret, same string, the A string. Hammer on to the 5th fret with your middle finger, same string. But then you hit the D string open, which is really cool. Sound familiar? That's what he does there. At least that's what it sounds like to me. Then back to the 2nd fret, A string, then E string open. You hit the whole thing. And there's not a ton of distortion in the guitar when he's playing it. Of course, I've got a lot less because I've turned the volume way back. But don't do a ton of distortion on this, honestly, and I'll show you what I've got going here. I am going into a 70s Marshall JMP here. I know not everybody has something like that, but you could get, and I'll show you the tone of that, which you could emulate. A lot of amps are trying to emulate, they emulate the Fenders and the Marshalls and the Boogies and things like that, and the and Voxes and that sort of thing. You get a good tone with a little bit of hair on it if you hit it hard, and then add a little bit of drive in front of it. It doesn't take much to get this tone. And of course, I'm not mic'd up on this, so it's just the camera mic. But hopefully you get the idea. Here is the Marshall. So if you have some sort of JMP plexi type of a thing, or thingamajigger, I've got the channels jumped, and I've got the presence. Let's get that right. I've got the presence about 4, bass about 3, middle about 4, treble about 4, volume 1. You see that's fairly low in here, and it's still, I mean, this thing gets pretty stinking loud pretty quick, taking your head off. First, I go into this old Ibanez, compressor, the CP9, nothing special. Then into this is a Klon clone. There's a dude up in Wisconsin make these things for a while there. I found him on Reverb. And the gain, I have it up quite a little bit, but usually I have the gain down right around here. Usually I have the gain down right around there. you know, just enough to give it just a little more bite. But anyway, because I use that sometimes to drive this guy or to drive that guy. And then I have my favorite reverb here, the Talisman, the Catlin Bred Talisman. And this is the setting I have it on most of the time. It's like sometimes I have the mix higher, sometimes I have the mix lower, but that's pretty much what I do with it, and I love it. But don't use a lot of distortion on this. So the whole thing again. Just always thought that was so cool. Anyway, and then he goes into the main, that lonely is the night when you find yourself alone. It just, so 7/9 on the E and D string, basically E power chord, a little bit of upstroke, and then down to the 5/7 D power chord, back to the E power chord, then so E, D, down to an A, just 0, 2, 2. And then there's this cool little suspended type of thing where you put your ring finger on the D string 4th fret and middle finger on the B string 3rd fret. Be used, you've heard this probably, if you listen to classic rock, you've heard this type of a thing a million times. That sort of thing. That's basically what this thing is, and how he's using it is just a little more attitude. See how it's A, the suspended, or it's like you could call it like a D over A, or A over D, or F, B minor 7 over A. I don't care what you call it, but this is just what it is. So it's that. When you find yourself alone, demons come alive, and you find you're not your own. I'm not going to pretend to ever be Billy Squire or be able to sing like that. He was just amazing. I think he's still out there doing it. So, and at what, 60 something? Who knows? He's a magnificent musician. Anyway, that is the thing. And I'll play the whole thing one more time with my volume all the way up on my bridge pickup. So this is the Marshall without, this is that, just the basic tone, no effects. This clone with the gain up, which I usually don't have the gain up like this, but I do this time for this specific tone. Overdrive that's kind of pushing it a little bit. Just pushing to give it just a little bit more drive. I turn on the Talisman to give it that plate reverb that I love. Oops. there you go. If you have questions, post them in the comments. Like, follow, share, comment. Make fun of my red hooded sweatshirt if you want. I don't care. Hey, or Star Wars. Star Wars. All right. Take care. Have a great day. Take luck.